welcome to today's video. I am so excited because I have Gracie here. Say hi, Gracie. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you are familiar with Gracie. Gracie is my hairstylist extraordinaire of many, many years. I've been going to Gracie for a very, very long time. She has been in past videos of mine here on my channel, which I'll link down below for you. She's been all over my Instagram stories, and I got her today here for a special video. We're doing part 2 of my Ask the Experts series, and it's all about hair care. So we have tons of questions from you guys that I asked on Instagram. If you're not following me there, make sure you do. I'll have it right here. It's at Lisa J Makeup. And Gracie's just going to spill the beans on all of your questions.
All the questions are right there.
All right.
There was a lot of them.
There is a lot of them. And a lot of them are duplicate questions. So we kind of pared it down. She's awesome. She actually came with all these questions printed out. So we pared them down to kind of find like the meat and potatoes of what you guys want to know about hair. So you ready?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the first one, which is actually directed at me. It's asking if I still love my Pure Luxe treatment. And I do. We did Pure Luxe how long ago?
I think it was in April.
Gosh.
End of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it's been a while. Yeah, it still feels really fresh. So I'm gonna have a video linked down below on that whole process. If you're not familiar with what Pure Luxe is, it's essentially a straightening treatment. It adds shine, it makes the hair feel really silky, and yes, I am still loving it. I had been getting keratin treatments prior for a couple of years.
For a while. And so about now is when you would be thinking about doing another keratin, because those are about 3 months.
Oh.
And
I don't feel like I need, no.
You don't feel like you need a Pure Luxe.
Not even close. So it definitely lasts longer.
Definitely lasts longer.
Okay, so Pure Luxe is what we're gonna be doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question related to that is, are keratins safe on highlighted hair?
Yes, they are.
Yes. Okay. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
So the next question also goes into what's the difference between a Brazilian blowout and a keratin treatment. Brazilian blowout is just the brand name to a keratin treatment. It actually is a keratin treatment. So these are all safe for hair that has been chemically treated. So you don't have to worry about that at all. And then the next question would be, is Pure Luxe safe for, when do you color after a Pure Luxe treatment? Do you do it before? Do you do it after? Keratin treatments, you have to wait a certain amount of time between your color and your keratin treatment. With Pure Luxe, there's no wait. You would actually do the Pure Luxe treatment and then move into your color service. So you can do it the same day or the next day or whenever you decide.
That's good. And there's also, with Pure Luxe, I read that you don't have to worry about like salt in the air, or is that?
Correct.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about sodium chloride. Salt can dissolve a keratin treatment, but it doesn't have that effect on the Pure Luxe. So that's no worries. You don't have to worry about going to the beach or sweating or salt sprays, beach sprays. Those are all safe.
Awesome. So again, I'm gonna link that video because we go into much more detail on a Pure Luxe, but in the interest of time, we're gonna move to the next question. We got a lot of questions about hair growth. Best oil for hair growth, is it castor oil, coconut oil, tea tree?
So the one that I've heard about is castor oil. I've actually had an esthetician recommend that for lashes. I've personally never tried it, but I've also never seen anyone whose lashes I felt were as extreme as the lash serum. I definitely don't recommend it on your scalp. The one thing about that is it could clog your pores way too much, which is going to hinder any hair growth coming through and could create other bad reactions.
Okay. Is there anything women can do or use to help their hair grow?
Yes. So your hair growth, you also want to keep in mind that it's coming from your scalp, and a healthy scalp is going to promote hair growth. So also think about your hair care as you would your skin care. If you're having issues with your skin being oily or dry or acne or breakouts, you're going to try to find the right skincare to treat that. So same thing goes with hair care. The healthier your scalp, the healthier your hair. You want your pores to be nice and strong. That way the hair holds onto the hair longer, and then the hair can come through as well. You don't shed as often. So there are products that help with that as well. I brought a few of them here today, so let's see.
I think also too, I want to add to that, I know that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I rush through shampooing and conditioning my hair in the shower.
Yes.
My products are on for a hot second and then they're done. When I go get my hair done with you, it's a process and you take the time, and I'm sure that has to do with it, right?
Yes.
It's using the right products and allowing them time to do their job.
So I always teach my clients how to shampoo. A lot of times we take the shampoo, we put it in our hands, fill it in, we do what they do in the commercials, put our hair on top of our head and just like roll it through. What you really want to do is take a small amount of shampoo. I always rub it through my hands first and then like put my hands in different areas to spread the shampoo through. And then the other thing is you really want to massage your scalp. You don't have to worry about rubbing your ends because as you rinse it, it's going to shampoo the rest of the hair anyway. Okay. But a nice, clean, good scrubbing on the scalp is going to be how you shampoo.
Okay.
It also helps to stimulate the scalp, promoting circulation, which also helps with hair growth. Okay. So the healthier your scalp is, the healthier your hair.
So take more time. What do you got here?
So I actually like this product by Aveda. This is the In Body Spray. I actually use it like right in here where sometimes I notice I shed the most.
Okay. I'm having a lot of that. Okay.
Yeah, so stress and other things like that can also attribute to hair loss. So this one, you actually just apply it and you leave it in. So there's no having to wait or rinse or, you know, there is a shampoo that goes with it. I actually don't use the shampoo on my hair. I just use this alone.
It's very light too. I can see how it wouldn't like feel heavy.
No, it's mainly just for your scalp. Okay. Just a light serum.
Very cool. Hair thinning after first child, taking multivitamin with biotin helps. So she's having hair thinning after her child, the hormones.
Which is very common.
Yeah, I had a lot of that.
Very common. So that's where the In Body would come in. You can definitely use that. It's safe for mothers who are nursing and pregnant. I mean, obviously I always say ask your doctor and talk to your doctor about anything. But this one is a great one. You just leave it in. If you really feel like you need more, you can also do the shampoo. There's also one by Lonza, which is the stimulating shampoo, conditioner, and then the spray that goes with it. Kevin Murphy also has one, which is the body mask spray.
Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to damage when we're talking about damage hair. So how to prevent damage from dyeing your hair blonde, bleaching your hair, products for bleached hair. What do you suggest?
So a lot of that's also going to be with just your daily care. So one, being careful how often you use heat, how hot the tools are. But then as far as products, I love the Gold Lust shampoo and conditioner by Oribe.
I love Oribe.
They're some of my favorites.
Okay, so you have some products here for us for damaged hair.
So for damaged hair, I recommend Gold Lust shampoo and conditioner. It's my favorite. This is the mask by Oribe. I don't have the shampoo and conditioner with me, but the color scheme is going to be very similar. So what this does is it helps to bring your hair back to its natural healthiest state. So it actually has biotin in it as well.
Oh,
so it makes the ends of the hair stronger and helps to keep this healthier. I have a client who actually had breakage from her thyroid, and by using this, her hair doesn't break as much anymore. So it actually makes it stronger. Oribe actually also came out with their serums.
These are like magic potions.
These are amazing.
I love them.
So it comes in a little dropper. You push it first, and then you do about 4 drops. So a little bit goes a long way. You put 4 drops in your hand, mix it in with your styling product, and then apply it. And you leave it in. But these are great little serum, little potions that you can do to also help with damage.
Yeah.
The beautiful color. So there's the Gold Lust for damage. There is the color for, obviously to help protect your color. And then the hydration.
Okay.
So
I need to try the other ones, I think.
Yeah. They're all really
Gold
great.
Lust.
I think you would really like that one. Anybody who really has a problem with their hair feeling dry, this one is really good.
Do you think my hair's dry or just the texture of my hair?
I think before we did Pure Luxe, you might have wanted to do more of this one.
Okay.
But now that one's really kind of changed your hair, I think any of them are great for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with any of them.
Okay.
Another brand I like is the Blonde Me, the Keratin Restore shampoo. This is by Schwarzkopf Professional. This one's also a really good one for damage. And then also I like the Kevin Murphy, the Young Again wash and rinse. This one is going to be heavier out of all of them. So if you have fine hair, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. But for coarser hair that has damage, this is great.
Maybe I should mix it up and try a little Kevin Murphy in my life. Yeah. I've been with Oribe. I've been like consistent with Oribe for a long time. I love them, but maybe I should just try and see what else is out there.
Yeah, well, one of the reasons why I think we stick with Oribe with you is because you don't want to shampoo as often.
Yeah.
So with the Kevin Murphy, I find that you do have to shampoo a little more often.
Yeah, I noticed in the summer I'm definitely shampooing more because I'm just sweating and gross. Okay, so a question about apple cider vinegar rinse. How often can I do that and see good results?
You know, I think it depends on what exactly you're expecting from that apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
I don't personally recommend that on the scalp. I think that it can actually create some issues with that. I wouldn't say it's color safe either. So not a huge fan of apple cider vinegar on the scalp.
Why do people do that, or what's the benefit?
So I've seen everything from like exfoliating to balancing the pH of your hair, but there are shampoos and conditioners that will do that as well. So I've actually taken apple cider vinegar, but the smell's not as great either.
Yeah,
it's a little much for your scalp. It can actually, I saw more warnings about overuse or even just what could happen or side effects than I did positives.
Okay. Well, good to know. And that's good because I feel like there's so much information that's put out there, you know, that it's hard to know like what actually works or what's actually good or what are the, you know, cons of doing that. You know?
I know there's so many things out there that say you can use this one thing for everything. And sometimes I think that's a kind of a red flag.
Totally.
That especially maybe it shouldn't be for everything.
Well, and we're all so different. I mean, hair and skin are so different from person to person. I find that that's hard to find the one product. Like, and I say in all my videos, like, these are the products I love, but this is what my hair's like. So if your hair is completely different than mine, then it might not be the best option. And
even just anything from, like, I was just recently on vacation in Seattle. My hair did different in Seattle than it did here.
Totally.
So, you know, where you live, the type of water you have, the type of weather. I mean, today in Texas, it's super humid and hot. It's not going to be the same for everybody wherever you are. So think about your skincare and your hair care in the same thing, is that you customize for what you have going on personally.
Yeah, I love that comparison because that's, so true.
I think so many people forget about that. They think every shampoo is created equal, and that it's often their haircut or their color that they don't like, or it's, you know, but we tend to always think of our skincare, oh, it's my skincare, my face wash didn't work, it made me break out, or it's too dry, or I need a different moisturizer. When you have hair problems, think about that, your hair care the same way.
That's a good point. Okay, so this question we'll touch on briefly because we actually did a video completely dedicated to this, which I will link down below, but it's what kind of haircut do I have and the specific way that you cut it.
So she has long layers.
Long layers.
Basically, pretty simple. Long surface layers. Her shortest is really right around here, and it's just layered down. I texturize and thin her hair a lot because it is so thick, but it's just a long layered haircut.
Every time I get my hair cut with Gracie, she'll thin it out, and then she'll be like, how does this feel? And what do I always say every time?
A little more. A little more.
Or I'll basically be like, how much can you do before you don't want to do it, before you shouldn't do anymore?
When I thin out her hair, the pile's usually about this big.
It's
it's a lot.
I'm embracing my thick hair now, but I've always not liked it growing up because it's harder to style and, you know, things like that. But I'm not complaining. Okay, what do you think about halo extensions?
I think they're great. I think they can look really good. They're super easy to put on. It's the halo ones is a little bitty thin band, and then the hair starts like right around here and goes around. So it's really a headband that you apply, and you take your hair out and lay it over the band.
Would they work for me?
They could. I mean, I think with you too, though, sometimes you actually need more layers in your hair of extensions, so that way this doesn't hang out. Because basically what's going to happen is the extension, one layer is going to go here.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to have like a short hair and then long pieces.
And then long hair, because all of this comes forward. Yeah. So if you have finer hair, I think you would be perfectly great with halo.
Okay. Speaking of fine hair, do you wash it every day or no?
I think that depends too on your lifestyle and where you live. In Texas, I find that we all shampoo our hair more often in the summer and less in the winter time because it is so hot. So you want to make sure that your products are healthy for your hair. And if they are, you can shampoo however much or little you need.
Okay. Are you only supposed to condition your ponytail?
No. I say condition everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere.
Color protecting shampoo and conditioner. We talked about a couple or...
So everything in Orbea is going to be color safe. Okay. If you're really looking for extra color protection, I love the Beautiful Color shampoo by Orbea.
That's what I've been using, and I really love it. I just got a new bottle of that today from Gracie. Okay, best dry shampoo for fine hair that needs volume. And then on top of that, shampoo and conditioner for fine hair, and how to get and keep volume in short, fine hair. Okay. So that's a question there.
So I like the Oribe shampoo for volume. That one is going to actually create a little bit of texture in the hair. And then the volume conditioner is actually more of a gel conditioner versus just a traditional cream or lotion.
Oh.
So it does help kind of start the process of creating texture before you even get to your styling products. Okay. So that's one of my favorites. As far as dry shampoo, I love the Dry Texture Spray by Oribe. This one is what I call teas in a bottle. You shake it up, you spray it at the root, massage it through. Always feels good to massage your scalp anyway. And you can also blow dry and round brush it through for extra protection. So the better you work it in, the more results you're going to get.
Okay. So the Soft Dry Conditioner Spray is a product that I picked up a couple months ago, and it's still like really full. This is awesome. It's a dry conditioner, but I feel like it does the same thing that dry shampoo does in the sense that it refreshes the hair, but it makes it feel so soft. It is like, I've never tried anything like this product before, ever. It's amazing. It's a wow product. Okay, your turn.
Yes, no, exactly. So Oribe has a few different dry shampoos and dry conditioners. First, you're going to start with your Gold Lust dry shampoo. This one doesn't have any texture. It doesn't have any grit to it. It's just kind of like an invisible spray. Then you have your Dry Texture. This one is actually going to create some texture into the hair. And like I said, it's more teas in a bottle. The Dry Soft is a conditioner, so it actually softens. This is also great for people who have extensions when you can't actually use enough moisture towards the scalp. This would be a great one because it's not going to loosen the adhesive to your extensions.
Okay.
The Dry Thick, the difference between this and Dry Texture, this is volume, this is going to be more density in the hair.
Okay.
So
lots to choose from.
Lots to choose from. And then there's always like your powder dry shampoos. This is going to be the most texture.
Okay.
So if you really have a lot of oily scalp, or you really want extra texture to really hold like a good tease, then that's when you can go with your powders.
I don't think you've ever used that on me.
You don't need that.
Yeah.
No. It also would make your hair feel even thicker, so we don't want to go there. Yeah.
Okay, so this question I know you feel very strongly about. Is there a huge difference between products from Target versus salon or Ulta? So basically, like things you can find at the drugstore versus salon quality.
Yes, there's a difference. I mean, the same thing with skincare. You're going to find a difference in all kinds of brands. Makeup, you're going to see a difference. Drugstore makeup probably doesn't always have the same amount of pigment that you will find in other brands. But that varies even with professional brands. You know, depending on what you're looking for, you're going to find different results. Drugstore products tend to have a lot more buildup. And you can see that just even by the amount of buildup you have in your shower. So if your walls are really, like it gets scummy really fast, then that's your product that is building up. So imagine that on your hair.
That is a really good point. I never thought about that. Okay, this is a question that I actually need help with. How to deal with baby hairs at the root of my side part.
So one of my favorite products for that is the Smooth Style Serum by Oribe. This one is a very light cream. You just take a little bit on your fingertip, and then you can literally just like rub them down. Okay. And it has that nice little hold to it. It feels super thick when you first touch it, but it just basically kind of disappears.
Okay. All right. Well, I need to get that probably. Okay, so we're going to end it with this last question. Does balayage, did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, balayage look good on straight hair or just curly and wavy hair? And before you start that question, will you explain what balayage is?
So balayage is a form of coloring. It's a technique. It's not necessarily just a look, but it's basically painting on the surface of the hair and creating a more natural and organic look, whereas foils are very precise and you have that pattern and you're really kind of going in and putting that color everywhere. Does it look better on straight versus curly? I think that's a personal opinion.
I have it.
It should look good both ways, and every color should look good whether you wear it straight or curly. So I try to make sure that no matter how you style your hair, your color looks good. But if you go to my Pinterest, which is Beauty Love Grace, I actually have a board that compares straight versus curly. And a lot of times I will actually make people look at both of them when they style their hair straight, because it's not going to look the same.
Okay.
If you wear your hair straight and you bring in pictures that are curly, you're not going to get the same result, and it will never look the same.
Yeah.
Because it's styled differently.
I love that about Gracie. I remember I'll bring ideas to her like, oh, I want my hair to look like this. And she'll explain to me, your hair's not really going to look like that because your texture is different. It's thicker or whatever it might be, or color. I remember one time when ombre was like really popular. I don't know if that still is, but I remember everyone was doing it. And I asked you if I would, and you did tell me, you were like, you know, it looks good when there's some wave to the hair, and I never style my hair that way.
Yes.
And so and she's like, I think it would drive me crazy because it would just look like I needed to have my roots done. You know?
If you're someone who likes a lot of volume, you never want to have the top darker and then the slighter, because the attention's going to come to the bottom, and the darkness up here is going to make it look flatter. So it's competing with that. When it comes to haircuts, if you like a haircut that's really textured and you're a brunette, don't look at pictures that are blonde, because that is going to change the look as well. If you look at blonde and dark hair next to each other, it can be the exact same haircut. Blonde is always going to make it look like it has more going on because of the color going on.
Okay, it's very much like makeup. It's very much like makeup.
Exactly.
Like I always say, lighter colors, shimmery colors reflect light, bring more attention, make an area appear like it's protruding, whereas matte, darker colors recede light and make, same thing. Yeah. High five. Well, thank you so much for being on my channel. This was so fun. I love you so much.
I love you.
She is so wonderful. She's always there to do these fun video ideas. So you'll definitely see her in future videos. I'm going to have all of her information. If you live in Austin, I'll have her salon information down below. If you don't live in Austin, you want to follow her, I will have her Instagram, Pinterest, all that good stuff down below. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.
Thanks.
Bye.